everyone. I am here in my back garden in Pasadena, California. My name is Teresa and I have 3 kids, a 9-year-old girl, a 7-year-old girl, and a 4-year-old boy. And my husband is from New Zealand. That's where we met. I was a part of a community there, and that's how we met about 14 years ago. I'm originally from England. My parents were missionaries with a group called YWAM, Youth of the Mission, and I grew up in London. My background, therefore, is kind of non-denominational, charismatic, evangelical. Turns out my dad is part of the Evangelical Alliance. My husband and I have moved away from that. We're looking for something more traditional at this point in our lives, so we haven't totally landed. I'm leaning towards Reformed Anglican. There aren't that many in this area. I want to kind of look more into a few other traditions and just see which one really aligns the best with the things that we really want to look for. But we do run a house church with another family, with 2 other families on Friday nights to kind of keep community going, intentional community for us. As you can see, this is my house. My passion fruit vine is the weird thing that I want to say about myself. I am super into passion fruit because I lived in New Zealand for 8.5 years. They are so delicious. I also have a feijoa plant over here, which is it's called here pineapple guava, I guess. In New Zealand, it's called feijoa. It's the prize fruit. It's a fall season, autumnal season fruit. And yeah, my garden, I like to make it kind of a reflection of all the places I've lived in because I've moved countries so many times. And so I've got things from all the places that we've lived, and that helps me kind of feel grounded as someone who doesn't have exactly one nationality or home that I really feel like I can go back to. Ethical questions that are going on. I don't really understand the full difference between theological questions and ethical questions. I guess we'll get more into that. Looking at the list of the conversations, one thing I do think is an ethical question is, should and can pastors have political positions in their roles when they're teaching? Obviously, I think probably no, but I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I think that the church in general in America needs some kind of renovation of understanding about the way that we are called to speak about our positions and our beliefs in terms of political conversations. We're lacking like a moral structure within which to discuss these things, I think, often. Also, how the church manages and discusses and relates to our LGBTQ friends and family. And that's a real question for me, how to include those that are different. Why are we so ostracizing people with a different sexual ethic? Should we ostracize them or just prevent them? And in what way can we carry on the ethic of Christ that was so loving and pursuant of the outsider while still maintaining our own belief systems? What does that look like in terms of how the church is to reach out to those that feel so unloved by us? Overwhelmingly, that's important to us. We have actually quite a few gay friends and quite a few friends that have been in the church for a long time and decided to recently come out, and Paul and I noticed that so much in Los Angeles, and so it's like right in our faces. And yeah, the book, Professor Kamick's book on Muslim immigration, I must admit I've already read it. I loved it so much, and that's a huge issue, is how we discuss immigration in America, border issues, and what is our actual role in reaching out? What is a biblical understanding of dealing with those who are mightily different than us religiously? So those are my thoughts. They are quite scattered. I'm intrigued to see how this class sort of pursues ethics and theology.